Okay, we are going to do a pen and ink sketch of that scene in Corona, Italy. On top is the Pigma Micron 05. On the bottom is the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen. They're both good. Here you see the Faber-Castell Pitt medium, small, and extra small, or small x. What I'm doing is, even though this is going to be pen and ink drawing, start off with a light pencil sketch. It's light, but it's also, I'm using a soft lead, a number 5 Derwent graphite pencil. And you'll see why I use such a heavy, soft um, graphite pencil. I'm just basically trying to block in the major shapes that I see. Obviously, I'm not in the street of Cortona, but I am looking at my photograph. Uh, just for, here it is, and just for a little bit of, well, a lot of proportion, okay, in the pencil. Now, I'm going to transition over uh, fairly shortly to the end of this because this is basically just sketching. Um, and but this is what I would do as if I was out in the field, if I was doing plein air or urban sketching, as they call it. Now here, the drawing is done, and now I'm taking my Faber-Castell Pitt medium pen, and I'm going to start to draw in the shapes. And I'm going, as close as I can to what I see. I'm following my pencil line very carefully, but not too carefully. In fact, there are some areas I am fixing the drawing as I go because I could see the pencil might have been a little bit off. So by doing this, it gives you a little reprieve. Like you can actually fix the pen and ink drawing if the pencil is a little off. I think I did that on one of the perspective lines on the buildings. Here I'm drawing in the small um, lantern, and here's the arches from the city walls. A little figure that's in the back. If we look back at the reference, yeah, there were more people in here, but I didn't want to laden it with too many uh, people in the picture. Right now, I think I have a couple in the background, one single man, actually two single men, and a woman at a table at an outdoor cafe. Um, Now here I'm just drawing in, and I believe I stop and I'll start the video again at the end, and I just wanted to show you basically how to just draw in the over the line drawing. And you can, what I try to do is I try to move a little faster on my line. I want the line to look spontaneous. And you're probably wondering, well, how will it look so spontaneous with all that pencil? Well, at the end, you'll see what I do. Now, I'm just readjusting this, looking again at the whole thing, trying to find some places to work the detail, still working on the figures. Um, there's a man. Now, this gives me a little opportunity to get a little more specific on the features. Now, remember, this is in essence going to be like we're creating a line drawing to which we will be adding color to. Okay, so there's going to be another video that I'll do right after this, and I'll send that one out as well. Um, Here we see, yeah, I'm still working on some of the details, the awnings. This is the line I think I corrected. I think that one was a little bit off, and I'm glad I did see that. So basically, what I'm coming away with is, yeah, a good line drawing of the underneath. Could it have been a little more sketchy? Yeah, it could have been. You can go as sketchy as you'd like. Um, you can do some shading. That would be fine. You'll see that on some of the planters, I do get a little bit more detailed than other places. I do a little bit of shading here and there. And this is actually on a piece of, what was it, 12 by 16 or so. And it's, it's big. So it's going to have a lot of detail, a lot of surface area that I don't want to get laden down by drawing too many little tiny lines. A lot of them are going to be covered up in the wash. Now, what I failed to mention that the Pigma Micron pencil, or pen, I should say, they are permanent, okay, and the Castell, the Faber-Castell Pitt black pens are all permanent. So this is actually a black pen. The Pigmas that I have are actually, they're slightly brown. They're or I should say they're dark brown, and they're good too. You can do little sketches, and it doesn't have to be an urban scene. It doesn't have to be a street scene. It could be anything. You can render boats, whatever, fruit, and then what we're going to basically be doing is adding in our color afterwards. Same principles apply in watercolor. Our washes are going to basically be the same. The only difference is that we're going to have a dark line. Now, this is what I do to get rid of, and you'll start seeing that a lot of the graphite that I smudged with my hand is actually going to start coming up. So you're going to see a cleaner version of that pencil line, or actually now it's a pen line, and this is what I was after. Just getting rid of all the excess graphite, and it comes up easily when I use anything above 2B pencil. Okay, so, and you'll see that there are a few lines that I forgot to paint. I'm sorry, to draw in, and I'm going to go back and redraw them later on. You'll probably see me do that at some point here. Okay, so this is basically our sketch. Here we go. So there were some lines that were neglected in the beginning. I think I put a little arch doorway down there. I think we're okay. I think I did some more work on the figure. Not sure. Yeah, there are these little lamps that kind of come over. Very stylish. Want to put those in there. Those are going to be our detail. And then I realized that, yeah, I missed a few things here. Because what happens is the line gets a little dark. I mean, I'm using a 5B pencil, so when that's lifted up, you can definitely see the gaps in the pencil line. So here we go with more of the detail on the planters. Now here there's sort of like a pattern, kind of like a diamond shape, and you could barely see it, but it's there. That's going to be pretty dark in the painting, so you probably won't actually, yeah, maybe you will see it if you're watching this large. Just to kind of give it, to continue one side with the other. Those lines kind of help. Well, they help in a couple of ways. They show a little perspective. They give the ground area a little interest since it's going to be so broad and flat. Here, going back and adding some more. Now I can continue to do shading and spot the blacks, meaning like if there's a shadow that I want really dark, I could, draw that with, maybe pen and ink, pen. By the way, these brushes do come in brushes, these pens. So you can actually get one that will have like a little brush, and they're quite good. They do run out. You got to be careful. They're felt tip, so if you leave them open, they will dry out very quickly. But they're thick, and you can definitely get in, some deeper areas. That's it, folks. I will see you on the next video showing our watercolor. Okay, bye now.